everyone ready? Cool.
Alright, we researched the need for blood donations and how the Degowin Blood Center addresses this. I'm Bailey Gabrick.
I'm Adam Cox.
And I'm Jay Blatz.
So today we will be discussing why donating blood is so important, what Degowin does for the community, and what you can do to get involved with the Degowin Blood Center. So first I'd like to share a personal story about blood donations. I really had no knowledge of the importance of blood donations before I started researching this topic. But I talked to my dad about this, and he told me that he was born an RH baby, which meant he was born 6 weeks premature, and his blood had to be completely transfused 3 times before being discharged from the hospital. Without the blood donations on hand, my dad would not be here today, neither would I. So it has a very important role in my life, and I'm sure many of you have been impacted by blood donations at some point in your lives. So blood donations in Iowa City are a huge need because 1 out of every 10 people entering the hospital will need blood transfused at some point. University of Iowa hospitals and clinics can serve up to 730 patients at a given time. And every 3 seconds someone is in need of a blood transfusion. Shortages of blood do not happen at a particular time. It happens all the time, but it's specifically high during the summer and winter holidays. So on average, a person has 10 pints of blood in their body, and when you donate blood, you donate 1 pint of blood at a time.
So I'm going to talk kind of a little bit about why blood donation is important. There's over 5 million patients in the U.S. need blood every year, and there's no artificial substitute for it outside of another human's blood. The typical pint of blood costs between $130 and $150, and less than 5% of the eligible population donates, and only about like 30% of the overall population can donate because of like blood diseases, and if you've been like in certain countries, you can't donate. And then platelets, which is a main component of like cancer, for cancer patients, only has a shelf life of 5 days, so they obviously need a lot of that to be able to keep giving platelets. Approximately 40,000 pints of blood are used daily, so I calculated this out. 40,000 pints times $130 is over $5 million a day. If no one donates, they're going to have to spend on blood. And just 3 teaspoons can save a baby's life, and take 20 donors to have enough blood for 1 severe burn victim. And a car accident can have as much as 100 pints needed. And the Degowin Blood Center is located right here in the UIHC. The blood donated through Degowin is used right here in the University of Iowa Hospital and Clinics. They have blood drives all around the Iowa City area, and all sorts of organizations host them. And they have whole blood, platelets, and granulocytes, which are all different parts of the blood used for different things. And they have some weird hours, as you can see up here. I think it's kind of just so everybody with different schedules can get in at different times. They're obviously closed on the weekends, but a lot of the weekends they have drives at different places around the community. You can do a walk-in appointment or appointments. And so the average appointment is about 45 minutes, and we're going to play a little video just to show what it's all about.
Right here, right now.
So it's just kind of a few significant members of the community calling out for everyone to give some blood. So here's the phone number. They're located on the 2nd floor of the UIHC. right by Kinnick there, obviously, and
Alright, so why Degowin is so important? I mean, obviously it saves Iowa's lives. So it can put out more than 450 transfused blood products a week, and that goes for everything. That goes for our cancer patients, surgical patients, premature infancies, and anybody who needs those platelets and other things that are in the blood that they can't produce on their own. How do you get involved? We have the number up here again for you, those of you who didn't have enough time to write it down the first time. And amongst that, you can go online too to also schedule yourself an appointment. And if both of those fail, you can still walk in, so definitely get in there and try to get involved. If you miss those, again, like Adam said, they do hold blood drives throughout the week. Usually they have at least one, but there's weeks where they'll put out like 4 or 5 of them. Here are some of the upcoming blood drives for this week. As you can see here, also if you're a successful donor, they like to throw in incentives for the people who go to the blood drives. One other example that they don't have up here, I know they have the shirt and the lunch bags, but they also come with like sunglasses and coupons. How to prepare yourself if you do decide to donate. Getting plenty of sleep the night before is obviously going to help you. You want to maintain some healthy diets in the week coming up to it. Stay away from fattier foods, anything that's going to slow your blood flow in your body that won't help you donate as fast. Drinking an additional 16 ounces of water will also help. Anything to keep you hydrated, keep your blood flow. And do not take aspirin 2 days before your donation. This will thin your blood too much and make the donation dangerous for you. There's a lot of people who are always worried about if they can donate or not. So these are our most frequently asked questions that they will ask the donors themselves. They go anything amongst the categories of what your blood's current state is. Anything medically that could affect your blood, those are the questions you want to start thinking about. And why should you? Well, other than saving lives. Some blood drives come with incentives. You've already seen that. They come with many options, and I mean, go out there and help the kids. Scholarships for high school or seniors who donate, so they'll host events at high schools, and I believe the numbers are if it's 250 or less, the reward money for one of the donors who successfully completed it will get a $100 scholarship, and if it's 500 or more, it's $250. There's also promotions throughout the year, so if you are a frequent donor, you can rack up points, and then they'll take those score points and give you a website where you can go and do some shopping for some cool prizes that they'll provide for their frequent donors. And other than that, feeling better about yourself, nothing helps. And then there's also health benefits to it. I mean, you'll get a free health checkup. You'll know exactly how healthy you are. Like Adam said, you obviously can't go if you're sick or whatnot, and make sure you haven't been in other countries or whatnot. And formula isn't rocket science. You can obviously do your own part just by doing a simple donation. You plus Degowin would make a difference. And with the slides we presented earlier, you can see how much the need is, how expensive it is right now with our current numbers of donors. And in here, there's if you donate, it said you can save 3 lives. So we got about, what, 25 people or so in here. It's a lot of lives we can save. I'm not a mathematician, but we can make a difference just in this room alone. So get out there and go for it. And these are our references, and that's everything for our presentation.
Do we have any questions?
Yes,
Have all 3 of you donated blood or platelets before?
I can, personally. Adam has, though.
I've
do you want to know about it or anything?
There's lots of reasons people are turned away, but
Yeah, no,
I'm
it's,
curious to know.
yeah, there's like certain things. I know like if you've been like in Africa or like whatever there's.
They don't like France, and they don't like the UK for some reason. Travel.
Yeah, if you spend extended time there,
Mhm.
open mouth disease was a thing. I give blood a lot, so like there's like the whole questionnaire of all those things that screen you out for those stuff.
So Adam, you said that 5%, only 5% of the eligible population donate, so that's, but only 30% of the population can donate? That's a really small number.
Yeah, yeah, so I'm not also.
So is it 5% of the 30%?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is Degowin Blood Center the same thing as across from Sam's Pizza where they buy your blood, or it's not the same thing? Do they do anything together, or, because I know a lot of Iowa students will go over there and sell their blood for a quick buck. Is
Are you
it
talking about Biotest
Yeah,
on Gilbert? No, Biotest is a private company,
okay,
and they do plasma only. They actually put the blood back into you after you donate.
gotcha.
So they're going for the plasma that's in the
Yeah.
blood.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions?
Okay, so of those numbers, you were saying 5% of 30% donate, or, yeah. So is that of Americans, is that of Iowans, is that of the world population?
It's Americans in the US.
Okay.
But do you know how much the University of Iowa Hospital in Phoenix pays each year for blood that they have to buy? I mean, is their quota being filled or not?
I don't actually know the answer to that, but I know they don't get as much as they would ideally want. I know they do have to pay for some.
Any other questions for this group? Okay, good job.